That's dope.
I'm back. I have not been here for a few days, have not live streamed, I believe, since Friday, but I am eager to be back and talk to you guys. But I think I need to lower my chair a little bit better. Now I got better centering and all of that kind of thing. Guys, yeah, I was at the beach. I got back literally like a half hour ago. Dirty. I was in the water. Threw all the stuff in the car with the kids, drove all the way home, and here we are. But yeah, excited to be back and talking to you guys. What else I'm really excited about, as you can see up in the corner, that corner, Kava, the amazing sponsors of this Wednesday live stream today. Usually on Mondays. I wasn't here on Monday. We do Wednesday, but I wanted to move to Wednesday so I could tell you that tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Daily Time, not 1:30 at the old time, I'm doing a live AMA with Scott Stewart, who's the founder of Kava, and we are going to talk everything Kava. You guys can show up, ask as many questions as you want. We're going to talk about Swap launching their AMN, which just launched now 8 or 9 days ago, is doing exceptionally well, and talk everything about Kava, DeFi, the future of DeFi, security, how it plays into it. So guys, please put that on your calendar and check that out tomorrow. Also, down in the description is everything you need to know about Kava. Hopefully, if my team did that. I'm not sure if they did. I got to check that out. I will add it down there. And then you click on all the links. I'm going to tell him right now because we messed that up. Add Kava to description. I don't think it's there. Okay, that's done. So guys, let's dig in. We are going to dig into the charts. But first, market crashed yesterday. No two ways about it, right? And of course, it was interestingly timed. I'll go on a limb and say interestingly timed with El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, right? So listen, I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I have no idea what happened. Probably just a whale taking advantage of it. But we know that the IMF, the World Bank, the United States, nobody's seemingly happy about El Salvador making Bitcoin legal tender, especially when the national currency of El Salvador is the United States dollar. It's not like they have some hyperinflating currency in El Salvador, right? They have the most stable, quote unquote, currency in the world, the United States dollar. A would like you to know that this is a stupid ass title. Urgent. Yes, stupid ass title. Thank you. I'll let you stay, A. I'm going to let you stay, even though you should put whole behind the letter. A whole. That's what you are. So anyways, yeah, I thought that was conveniently timed. Obviously, there was some clear information that it was another leverage cascade. Sam Trabucco from FTX did post that he saw that in the metrics. It's been the same thing over and over and over again. Every time open interest gets too high, longs compound too much, somebody takes advantage of it, crashes the market, leverage liquidations, and we see that. But I did find it interesting it happened exactly the day that El Salvador made it legal tender because, you know, the optics of that are pretty poor, obviously. If all these people got $30 in their wallet and all of a sudden that $30 is worth, I don't know, $24, $25, not the perfect way to launch. But Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, did go ahead and buy the dip. And he tweeted, he even trolled the IMF, which I thought was absolutely amazing. Very clickbaity. Dumb title. Guys, I don't make the titles. Do you think that I sit around thinking about titles? Shut up about the titles. If you don't like the title, leave. Please. Anyways, yeah, this is urgent though. I have an urgent message for you. I don't care about your opinion on the title. That's your urgent message. All right, so what are we doing today? On Wednesdays, guys, we look at all of the charts requested by my paid subscribers. I'm not going to just take a whole bunch of requests from you guys over here on the side. Not going to do that. This is the subscribers. You can check out the Wolf Den down below. Check out the Wolf Den right down below. And you can subscribe. It's $15 a month. Comes out 5 days a week. And you can make requests every single Wednesday, which is awesome. Also, yesterday's newsletter, a lot of you may have noticed for some reason there was a glitch with review and it went into everyone's spam, like across the board. But today's seems to have worked. All right, guys. So now we are going to dig into the charts. First, I will look at Bitcoin. Then I will look at Ethereum. Then I will look at 1,000 more charts that you guys are trying to see. So first, let's dig in right now. We have Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Right. First of all, the week is not closed, so this is not relevant yet. You can obviously see a terrible down candle here. This is right now a very ugly candle. No denying it. It's bearish engulfing, right sort of in this whole area of resistance in the low 50,000s. But we've seen a lot of candles like this. Here we had two. And it does have this nice long wick down. We had them here. If it ends up closing higher, we had this big one right here that had us all panicking and it went up. So nothing really alarming for me here on the weekly at all. In fact, the month is barely even red right now. The month opened at about 47,000. So that was only 8 days ago, to give you guys some context. So I'm not particularly worried. I'm still looking at this major area up here. But I've been talking about a drop to 40,000 to 43,000 literally for weeks, right? So we got it. We finally got it. The question is that all? And it always takes the elevator down. You'd see here on the daily, here's that 42,000 level, right? I mean, we got down to 42,900. Kraken went exactly to 42,000, I believe. But interestingly here, for those of you who care about MAs, we have the 50 MA here, which is blue, holding a support, and the 200 MA, which, was a major area to flip. And that's still holding a support as well. And we do have these long wicks down. So right now, the day is not closed. We have 6.5 hours. We could see two support holds of the 200 MA, which actually would be a pretty nice signal in my humble opinion. I'm going to dig into this one first. So first, now we have the 4 hour. You can see this is pretty astounding, right? This is the range, right? You can see how it started when we dropped to 30. This was back in May 19th, and the bounce that formed a range, right? We were in that range for 3 months. Look exactly. And Bitstamp is where the big boys trade, right? Let's see exactly where the move dipped to. Range high. About $1 below. About $1 to a few dollars below. Right? Piercing through this demand where we've now bounced, and then piercing through this former demand, broke down, and now that's resistance. But for now, I mean, this, even though it happened fast and in super ugly fashion, that's the retest to some degree that a lot of people were waiting for, although 42 is the real retest that we have not gotten yet. You can see that on this chart, right? Got down to 42,780, something like that, 42,8, something like that. That did not happen, but we tend to see those front runs. So it's definitely enough. The question is, will we see follow through? I mean, when you see this kind of volume on a drop, be a bit surprising for it to just chill there and bounce right back up. But it has happened many, many times, as I showed you there on the weekly. So it's going to be interesting to see how the next few days and weeks play out. Going back to the weekly real quick, though, I guess, what I'm not going to say concerns me, but if we do have this high here, obviously 65, and this truly, comes down a bit and ends up being a lower high, I think we're going to be in here for a very long time. Right. I think we'll come down a bit, make a higher low, lower high, higher low, form some sort of like this thing going on. We'll do something like one of these, bounce kind of around and then eventually head back up. So I would like to see this head up sooner than later, not make a really, really clear lower high, but we have time to worry about that. But interestingly, like Ethereum looks great to me. Right. I posted this in the newsletter over the last few days that I was looking for this retest. Yeah, it went deeper, but this is exactly where the candle closed and where this candle opened. So this was the retest we were looking for before it should head back up. You look at it on the Ethereum USD pair, exactly the same move as Bitcoin, back to test the range and bounced hard, even harder than Bitcoin. So we had 33.30 literally pegged as a trade yesterday morning in the newsletter that went into everyone's spam. It went deeper. It went all the way down to 3,000. It went down 10%. But my entries, I did catch at 33.30, so I'm up $120 on each of those coins. But now let us dig into your request that you guys have here. All right, here we go. Deep breath. It's a little hot in here too. I need some air conditioning. I did not readjust the air conditioning when I came home, so that's a problem. I'm going to text my wife, turn down the air, please. Turn down the air, please. Turn down the air, please. I'm hot. All right, guys. Algo Bitcoin. So everything obviously didn't get hurt in the move yesterday. Holy moly, right? Holy moly here. We have an absolute epic bounce off the EQ of this channel, piercing the top of the channel already. Now, look, if you give it some context, algo is bottoming, right? This is not like at the top of a move. This came all the way down, has formed a range here, and seems to be bottoming. So what you want to see now, if you've missed this move, is obviously a close above this and heading back up, right? And then we can start talking about higher levels. So here's the top of that range, presumably 3,900. These are old lines, so I'm not concerned with that. Yeah, I mean, this is the line right here, 39.24. It broke that today, so you want to see it clearing above that, and then you start talking about a target of about doubling, 6,469. Pretty clear sailing up to that level. So yeah. At this point, if you miss the move, like we had this pinned, right? Last time we charted this for someone, here you go, right? Break out of this, retest, moon, right above the EQ. Look at that candle, how it held there. This was an epic signal that this was ready to go, right? It broke down, but closed above the EQ and then mooned. So I would be looking now either for, here's a couple levels you can look at locally. Here. This would be a nice retest, 3,385. You could bid there, and then obviously kind of back down anywhere in here. But the move now, if you missed it, you want confirmation because right now this is a bearish SFP. You got to see a close above. You don't want to be putting wicks up above these swing highs like this. Right. Cool. Perfect. Oh, the air conditioner is coming on. Let me thank my wife. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's Algo Bitcoin. Now we also have Algo USDT. I have not, by the way, I had just literally opened these charts like the minute I got home. I have not looked at any of them, so we might see some wild stuff. Kind of the same idea here, right? Let's see. I always laugh this tool, horizontal ray, right? Horizontal ray, that would be like a great name for like a porn star who's amazing at technical analysis. Horizontal ray. Ray loves to get horizontal. Okay, so down here, horizontal ray, killing it in the TA game. These are the main levels here, like this. You guys met horizontal ray. I mean, listen, we're basically at all-time highs if you don't count the drop onto the exchange, right? I mean, this is pretty epic here. It's very hard to determine in my mind what the all-time high is here because of the way that these coins hit exchanges, right? Like, does this count? Not really. Maybe this. I mean, we're kind of right there, right? This was the first cluster of price action. So in my mind, although it's not like official, if you get above $1.84 here, this would basically be price discovery, basically. Yeah, so same thing, like as much as you don't want to wait for that to go here, once you're here, this is like, looks like Solana and Luna and all the coins that have absolutely gone crazy mooning, right? Crazy. So yeah, either that or a retrace back to this area, but we were just there yesterday. $1.15, $1.24. I mean, this whole area was theoretically resistance, right? Before that dump. So anything back to that area also could be a good entry. But algo, I mean, this is mooning. Look at this. That might be the biggest volume in history. It is, by far. Like, not even close, actually. Look at that. Volume. Is that really? That's insane. This volume candle is insane. This is the real deal. This looks like the next coin to buy the dip. And listen, algo is another, like, Solana, all these. Nobody was talking about this as the platform has kind of been lagging behind. We've seen all these other like layer ones and stuff popping off. So really good. APN, apron. I have no idea what that is unless we're talking about the one that you wear like in the kitchen. Apron. I would say that this is a clear area of resistance, right? Move down, left behind here. This is appealing because I like when new coins launch and they round out like this. So we want to just see this continuing to round out, but this looks pretty good, right? This kind of thing. It just keeps going. My mouse just ran into a book. Had real volume up into this supply here. We want to get above that. 50 MA holding here on the daily. Yeah, once again, the safe move is this, right? Probably get some resistance in this area right here. Obviously, it could be here, but that whole area. We're at support here. Sort of a key level-ish, that area in conflict with the 50. So your upside from now is just right into this. So you kind of want to get above that, I think. But if this does continue through that, watch out. This should just go straight up. It should, you could call it a cup and handle if you count this. I don't. So I call it a rounding bottom, as if price sort of launched here. I don't count this candle, that first candle. I think it's absurd. Yeah. This should be, after bouncing here, this should be heading at least back to here. I want a flip of that. Our weave. Well, there's some coins that have been kind of booming. Like these didn't take such a huge hit. I guess it is. It just doesn't look like it relatively on the, it doesn't matter anymore, on the logarithmic chart, right? Let's see. That's your support. Wicked right down through it. Like this better. Cleaning these charts up, didn't get a chance, like I said, to look at them before. This is in price discovery, right? I didn't know that, but yeah. This looks great. Anything above $44.790 here is price discovery, right? This broke the all-time high, came back to retest it. This would be your signal in my mind, right? This wick kind of makes it, it's clearly not a bull flag. It's a very hard pattern maybe to determine. Doesn't matter. You're into price discovery here at 44.79. So a break of this should send it absolutely flying. That's what you're looking for. Atlas, brand new Star Atlas. I think I had Michael Wagner, their CEO, on for a live stream recently. I even mentioned him on Fox. I think that after seeing what Axie Infinity did, if Star Atlas, Alien Worlds, Chain Guardians, any of these other sort of metaverse gaming platforms can do anything like Axie Infinity, I think that these are good bets. So I like Atlas, but listen, this just launched. There's no way, honestly, we can't even chart this. I'd love to chart this for you, but come on, it's impossible. Maybe something like this. This is an hourly chart we're going into just to make it look like something. But this is a launch, right? We need to wait for this to shake out to get more clarity. So I'm a fan of this platform. I'm a fan of the project, but I can't show you anything on the chart that's useful. It's too new. Maybe a break of that line. Maybe. Coming back over and check your comments really quick. Been a minute since I looked. You guys are just having your own conversations over here. It's cool. Hi, Scott. I made it. Finally got the kids again. Thanks, Wim. Glad you're here. Yeah, you guys are just typing a bunch of stuff. We're going to keep going. Going to keep on going. BNB, Bitcoin. Well, this is a key level right here. It held 0.008691 right here, and also came back for a retest of this descending line. And once again, this candle's a bit ugly, but nice long wick. And today we have a potential hammer. If we start to see these candles closing like this after this drop today, we should see price appreciation. These are Bitcoin pairs, of course. Really hard to discern, honestly, what's going on here, because we need to see how this forms. I said this in the newsletter this morning. When you get this big drop, You can't it's very hard to do TA the next day, right? Because it's broken. All the setups are broken. The charts are somewhat broken. This was ranging up here. It broke. So we want to see at least get back above, I would say, the EQ of this range. So at the very minimum, you want to get above this dash line. What? I didn't save you. Convergence, yet again. I mean, this is, okay, so it's a daily. So we've had since April. That's pretty good. Convergence USD. This is on FTX. Yeah, I mean, this is at support. A lot of these coins seem to have dumped right down to support. Kind of interesting. Right? I mean, this whole area, you call it support, resistance all through here. You could adjust it maybe, a few cents higher. You want to see it close above the 50 MA if that's your thing, this blue line. Right now it's finding resistance there. But for now, anything above, 3 cents or whatever this is, 0.03025, seems like it's bouncing from support. If you were going to draw demand, you would draw it right on this line, to be honest, off this candle. And that's where it bounced. So that looks fine. So your next resistance is sort of the top of this move. Not much to see up here, right? This is just choppy, droppy. Maybe it rounds out and comes above. So either you're, knife catching and you put your stops down here. You don't really want to be closing below this candle now that we have that drop, or else the wiser move is this, right? And then hopefully you head up. You'll find a lot of resistance, I would say, in here. So yeah, it's almost triple from here if that happens. That's my view. Dia USDT. Dia cha. Man, I should have made coffee. I'm tired. I got up at 4:20 this morning to write a newsletter and take my daughter to see the sunrise, check out some waves and stuff. So here I am with you guys. This would be an epic double bottom. 1, 2, actually like almost quadruple bottom, but it would have to break this line to confirm. It's so funny when people talk about double bottoms, you have to break the highest point between the two bottoms. That would be here, $5. So I don't think we can start calling for double bottoms here as of yet. What is interesting is this was a bullish SFP here at the bottom. That's a while ago. But now this double bottom was confirmed. I bet it already hit its target, but this is just for educational purposes. These are a little far apart, but you could call them a double bottom with this swing low, which would give you, nope, not what I wanted, which would give you a target. It's going to have hit of right there. Okay, so that hit, but now you're coming back for this retest. Maybe it got front run slightly, but anything above $1.59 looking pretty dang good here for another trip back to 265, right? Flipping this resistance to support yet again. And this is on the USDT pair, another potential hammer candle. These long wicks down, small body, potentially bullish candles happening across the board here. Dot USDT. Well, that didn't happen, right? Broke down. Let's see what we got here. This was the initial target of this trade, right? Was to $28. And it's at $28 now. I guess to $31. Sorry, from here it was $19.31. It went to $36. This is still a major resistance up here. I mean, any of these support. Same thing. We need to see how these shake out, but these all look good to me. I know it kind of seems crazy, but if we don't see much more movement down today, we have kind of these bullish hammer candles after these long wicks on almost every single freaking chart. It is good. I'm not scared of that. And we have support right here at these tweezer bottoms. Pull that all the way through to here, right? I mean, Listen, the move yesterday, nobody did it, I'm sure. But if you had your stink bids in, which I talk about all the time, like mine 333 on ETH was too high for a stink bid. 42K on Bitcoin, you caught some epic entries. I mean, you're up like over 20% if you had bid this support here, 23.49. But yet again, I want to see how these shake out. Coming back over to the this is a really boring chart, USDC. Super boring. Super boring. Scott, are you moving into the ecosystems yet? I have not, because I'm old and I don't know how to play video games anymore unless it's like Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, I will. I'll eventually get there. Looking back, I know there's a risk of copyright strike, but I want some I dip, you dip, we dip, JMZs, MC hammers got me feeling up. So yes, there are MC hammers all over the place. All over the place. MC hammers. But yeah, I can't play much more music in my streams because then I get in trouble and get copyright claims every single time. Where are we at? EOS BTC. I mean, this is just ranging. Let's see. Here we go. I mean, really, I don't know why my magnet tool's off on everything. Here, guess you could say here, sure. Very hard to draw any discernible patterns here. I will tell you that if you're looking at this on a line chart, I can tell you right now, you're making higher lows, right? And this is a slightly higher high. So you have a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, maybe a higher low here. Nothing bad with that. Nothing bad about that. If you were going to draw support, you would say it's probably breaking right now. Something like that. So maybe that's kind of ugly. But I don't know, man. It's kind of a meaningless support line. I think this is just chopping sideways. If you were buying the dip, you do it in these two areas. And ultimately, your target is here. But like, I cannot see any justifiable reason to touch this right now. Right? This is just how you get absolutely chopped up. Above here, I see it because then you have this gap, right? All like every time it's gotten above kind of this level, look, there's nothing here. It's nothing here. There's just all sliding down. So you should be targeting all the way up in this area. So EOS maybe above 0.00013, I would consider it. FTX token. What a bounce. I mean, that's exactly what I said. So that's it. Price discovery. Strong price discovery. Broke above. Huge wick down. Retraced more than half the move. And today has tapped right back down to 63.21. This should just continue up. Are you going to bet against Sam Bankman-Fried? Did you guys see the commercial today? Did you see it? The Tom Brady commercial? Oh my gosh, I got to find it. Hold up. 1 second. 1 second. If you guys didn't see it, but you're not going to be able to hear it. Hold up. 1 second. Yeah, I can't play it for you because I always have this thing over. Guys, check out the Tom Brady Giselle commercial for FTX. Full on like minute and a half commercial for FTX. Pretty bananas. But yeah, so this is going to keep going, I would say. You now have a new resistance here. So your first target is the top of this. But this, to me, anything above 63, you want to get in on that. Home Depot coin. Just kidding. It's not a coin, guys. It's a stonk. From the stonk market. From the stonk market. Anything above 292 is just looks good. I mean, look at this chart. Nothing but up, right? That's since 2009. It was $20. So you just want to buy dips on Home Depot. Don't get cute. There's a weekly chart, in case you're wondering. I didn't mention that. So you have this, right? This is your signal to break up. And just like any of these coins I keep showing, if you get above 345, you're back in price discovery. And you're just mooning. So I would bid the hell out of 292 if you haven't, just in case it comes down there. But otherwise, that's what you're looking for on Home Depot. Beautiful chart. I still love these stock charts. March of 2020, market dies, Fed steps in. Later, print that cash, bro. What the hell's going on in this chart? HTR, Hathor, Tether, Qcoin. Same thing. These are more long-legged dojis than hammers. Really, for a hammer, by the way, you want to see it closing at the top of the candle. So either way, though, it would be bullish to see wicks down and small bodies or big green bodies at the top. I mean, this looks pretty good too. This whole area, I mean, we could call it this. Maybe I would pull it over here just to I mean, this is accurate, but if you want to be even more, that's a higher support, still holding. Anything above 99 cents still looks good. Guys, I want to be very clear. I'm not trading alts right now while this is all happening. I want to see what the market settles. And because we could get one more major dump, two more major dumps, we could go back down to the 30s. I don't know. So I'm not interested generally in trading while things are going nuts. But, we do have the charts. And a lot of these have just kind of run down to support, which is not really that big a deal. They just happen to have done it in a very aggressive manner. And this is major selling, right? It's the biggest volume on the chart. Biggest volume selling yesterday. That's gotta, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful when you see that. Wicks down. Ultimately, they should be targeting 158. If it holds $1, you get a 50% move to 58% move to $1.58. That's it. Oh, Litecoin, you were looking so good, and then it happened. Litecoin was starting to really show some promise there a couple days ago. This seems to have kind of dumped pretty hard a day before. Interestingly, this is still your macro support, this whole area, right? That's probably a weekly zone. Let's look at it on the weekly. So last week we saw a big spike in volume. This is your major demand, right? I mean, this is it. You got a couple lower down here, but basically this is your major support. Now I would say, here you go. This is interesting from a weekly perspective. Bang. Right there. That's the line you want to see this hold. Then you can start talking about continuation up. Really, that simple. So, is that the line? That's a different line. Once again, though, potentially making another higher low. If these bounce here, could be making a higher low. This had a double bottom. And this also looks like it had an inverse head and shoulders. A lot going on these charts now that they have these major moves down, right? You had this shoulder, head, shoulder, aggressive retest, but that probably already hit its target, so it's kind of meaningless. But that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it there. And a lot of resistance right in here, right? And that's exactly where it was rejected. So I wouldn't buy this now, but I would watch it on the weekly with that view in mind. Matic all over the damn place. These are the ideas we were watching for. Never really got there. Yet again, though, this even closed further up the wick. Yeah, I mean, this is still the line, right? Support, 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 support. Broke down, retested, and perfect support here. Slightly below now. So you want to be back above 4 zeros, 2919. It's at 289. Needs to go to 291. Not far. Nice wicks down. Say that we can move this to here. Magnet tool is off on every chart. So annoying, right? This is a bearish SFP. Perfect rejection on 2 candles right at the swing high. Wick above, dump. Right? So still think that this for sure is your main support down here. You probably have another one right through here. Could even draw it right through here. Yeah, I just don't know how you get super excited about these right now after yesterday's move. MKR, Tether, US Tether. What is this chart? That looks like a big ass head and shoulders. Not gonna say that though. Not happening yet. This is a weird chart. This kind of idea jumps out at me. You have sort of this like big ascending support here. I know magnet mode is on, dude. I get it. Death cross, golden cross, all meaningless. Hilarious. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those because I don't even need them on the chart. Those are meaningless to me. Again, slight break of support, rejection now as resistance. We need to see these coins, just like we just saw in Matic. This needs to get back above that level. I don't know, 3106. So you're looking for nice tweezer bottoms. So listen, the way you would approach this is either you bid here on this line and you look for something like that. Because if it breaks down, it's easy to let that go for a small loss. Otherwise, you want that, right? You're going to get resistance here at the top of, we're going to find resistance at the top of all these dumps. Top of all these dumps, right? Then up here, horizontal ray. We made a horizontal ray through here, right? But not bad. It's not a bad looking chart. All of these look fine today. It's just going to be interesting to see what they look like. I don't know, like tomorrow. That's kind of your macro resistance and support. I look at it. I named it wrong. MRK instead of MKR. Got it. Fixed it. Nexo. Well, this broke out. And still didn't dump very hard. It actually went up yesterday. Retest. I like this. Will be interesting now to see what happens with all these platforms now. Obviously, you guys, I'm sure, saw that the SEC told Coinbase if they launched their Lend product, which is their yield-bearing product, only 4% on USDC. Really not that high. They told them, the SEC told them they would sue them if they did it. So what does that mean for Celsius and Nexo and BlockFi and Voyager, everyone that we use for yield? I have no idea what that's going to mean, but it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We've already seen BlockFi have problems in a lot of states. So if the SEC comes out and says that the yield products are securities, it's going to be problematic, and they're going to have to probably cease doing those, which would suck. SEC, man, they really hate when normal people find ways to actually make money. They hate it. They hate it. They hate it. I really thought Gary Gensler was like he teaches blockchain at MIT. He gets it. He thinks everything's a security and that everything needs to be regulated. It's really annoying. Really, really annoying. I don't really know about this chart locally. Just know that this looks like it's broken out and is retesting this whole area as support, but did it in a choppy manner. You could draw it like this. Better like that. Just kind of ranging between these two. But this, to me, should be targeting this black level from here on this retest. And this showed a lot of strength in the dip yesterday. It actually went up, even though it was down 2 days ago. Okay, volume. I don't know. You want the retest, but it's retested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So maybe this line is not that great. But yeah, if you're trying to get this, this is your area targeting right here. Coming back over to the comments right quick. Bitcoin is clearly compromised. What does that mean? Care to explain? Care to explain? Must mean the SEC will sue them all to control them. The bankers will never give up the yield. Yeah, I tend to think that that's possibly true. My favorite DJ of all time is probably DJ AM or DJ Jazzy Jeff for whoever just asked that. Horizontal ray, king of TA and TNA. That's clever. That's really clever. I like that. You're funny, Kevin. Have you seen the New York Times Bitcoin news? Probably not. I don't know. Is it wise to be in stablecoin 70% of the portfolio right now? I have no idea. I'm not like a pansy, so I don't sell my Bitcoin every time it moves a few percent. So for me, no, it would never be wise to be in 70% USDC because I want to own Bitcoin. So I don't know. Scott, cut it out with the stupid fucking thumbnails, bro. You think I make thumbnails? I'm a wealthy person. I have a guy for that. If you don't like the thumbnails, there's a thumb and a nail for you. Let's go look at QNT. By the way, so QNT, yes, I posted this trade back here in August saying a break of the range stops below the EQ. If you were patient, this was a newsletter trade and your entry was 196 and it went to 392. It doubled. And now this looks like bullish consolidation to me. I don't understand people who bother to if you don't have something nice to say, fuck off. I mean, don't say anything nice at all. That's what you're supposed to say. Sorry. Just go about your business. You know, why even waste your energy? Why waste your energy? You're here. So the thumbnail worked. You're here. I don't look at them. I show up. For my stream, dude. Here I am. I like it. Urgent. Scott's back. This is pretty sweet. This looks good. I mean, I would wait for a break of that blue line, and then you have another massive move. It's not necessarily a flag, kind of a descending wedge. Gotta see how it forms. You could call it a pennant for sure. It has higher lows. But yeah, you're looking for this, right? And it is price discovery. So this could have legs. This could be huge. The thumbs are super fucking annoying though. If you didn't have thumbs, if you didn't have thumbs, you'd be a monkey. Right? I mean, what makes humans special is we have opposable thumbs. So if you find your thumbs annoying, you're barely human. Basically, you're a monkey. Mr. Sweaty would like you to know that Hex is the greatest store of value. Not sure if you know what a store of value is. I'm not saying Hex isn't great and going up, but I don't know if store of value. I don't know. Buddha Fred says big fantasy draft tonight. Any tips this year? I have my auction draft tonight, and they change it to a super flex. I have no idea what I'm doing in a super flex. No idea. Now I have to worry about quarterbacks. I like to wait on quarterbacks. I don't know, man. I like monkeys too, but I'm not trying to. I mean, we are monkeys, by the way. We are great apes as human people. We are the greatest of apes, you could argue. But opposable thumbs, man. This is how we use tools and stuff. Ren BTC. Urgent. Yeah, it's a little hyperbolic. I'll give you that. You're here. You are here. At least my thumbnails aren't like this. Probably you guys could screenshot that for me. I have a no open mouth policy because I just don't like how I look with my mouth open. But yeah, I have people that work for me that I trust to do things. They do them. I don't interfere with their job. Do your thing, bro. This got rejected. So Ren on the Bitcoin pair, you want to see it like this, right? Consolidation under resistance, and you're at a very, very local little support right here. Imagine me sitting around making thumbnails. Imagine I have the time to do that. No. I got some sleep. That's just how my face looks all the time. That's my face. People, I gotta say, market dips for one day and everybody gets a little testy. People lose their shit a little bit. You guys need to control your emotions maybe a little, not let it out. Maybe keep those thoughts to yourself within your own, brain. Keep it in there. Ren, I want to see a breakout of that. Really, really simple, to be honest. SNX. Yeah, well, that was a good trade till it wasn't. It was stopped out of that. I think this broke support. But again, same structure, right? Candle down wick, potential hammer. I mean, this isn't going to probably be meaningful anymore, but still higher lows towards a flat top. This is still a ascending triangle, to be honest. Low, higher low, higher low. But now at this point, because it broke that, you just want to do this one, which we talked about before. So I would look for a break of, 14-ish retest and a move to 25. But if I had taken this trade, I don't even know where to trade. I can't trade on Binance. So this wasn't in the newsletter. You would have stopped out right there. But easy, right? If you had entered here, which was the entry, moving your stop up with it, you probably broke even. Probably didn't even lose money if you traded that right. That's the beauty of having an ascending support. You keep moving your stop up. So you easily got back to moving your stop, at least your entry, which is where you are now, right back at entry. Maybe that's now a local little resistance support kind of thing going on here. Right there. Yeah, that's how I'd play it. SRM. Wow, that's a lot of lines on this chart. What was I on when I made that chart? I'm just going to delete everything and start again. Starting fresh. Let's just add some new lines. They might be the same as the old lines, to be honest. I didn't even look. It just bothered me that there were so many lines. So I got rid of them. Something through here. Something through this area right here. Something through here. Wow, I see why I drew a lot of lines. There's just kind of a lot of lines. Nope. Wrong. Right. This is rounding out too. I would wait till you're back above this. I know it's far away, but I don't know. It kind of has like a ascending wedge sort of vibe going on. So I would imagine maybe you get it back down here, 0.001334. Like it breaks down from this, comes down to here. This line is actually confusing things. This is how I view it. Maybe that. Maybe. Nah, let's not complicate things here. So this could rise up to here. I wouldn't buy it right now. Wicks everywhere. I don't know. Tough chart. Avoidable in my mind, but maybe if you break down, you catch it here with a target of, you catch 132 with a target of 245 if it breaks down. Something like that. Back to the comments over here. Talk about the Tether and Bitcoin scheme. I don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean. Oh, here you go. Talk about how Tether is the reason Bitcoin is the reason its price is even above 20K. You said the reason a lot. I could talk about that if that was actually a thing, but it's not. It's not. Tether's backed. They approved it, so I don't understand what you mean. But it's fun to still hear about Tether. It's fun. I'm just looking at the comments here, and I don't know. Man, you're really on your Tether thing. Show me where Tether touched you. Show me where Tether touched you. What about Stellar? I don't know, man. I'm not doing the random thing over here. Let's look at Alien Worlds. Wow, so disappointing. This was like a perfect retest, and then see, man, just our setups get broken when Bitcoin dumps. Altcoins, so sensitive. Big fan of Alien Worlds, as you probably know. Yet again, another metaverse gaming play. Like, I just see Axie Infinity, and I'm like, who's next? Crazy. You know, Axie Infinity did $1 billion in transactions in 1 month. Vegas had its record month last month. Every casino combined, everything happening in Vegas, 750 million. That is astounding that Axie Infinity did more volume than Vegas. I know they're a false equivalency. One has nothing to do with the other. It just makes for great perspective. This is the key area right here. I don't like all this chop, but these 3 candles here, see, I had the low here, right? Perfect support. All through here, I don't know. Clearly, a lot happening at this level, right? This candle split here. But the reason I'm keeping this level is your bias is to the newest price action, right? And that's exactly where this candle bounced. But also look at this. 1, 2, 3 candles interacted with it perfectly here. And this dump initiated there. So that was your spot to buy the dip. Now you need to get back above 0.238, right? A lot of these, right? We saw I'm keep showing them to you. This big candle closed slightly below, and now it's resistance. We got to get back above those. Even with these nice candles, we got to get back above those. Uni, completely broken chart. Completely broken. It's mean. Not cool, man. Not cool what they done did to us. I mean, that was a big high volume dump yesterday. That was no joke. It was not a joke. Yeah, I mean, this is your range. Forget, like, listen, let's do it like this. And it goes a little something like this. Hit it. There you go. Have fun trading in that. You know, you could probably pull this way back over here. You can even pull it up higher. But this is, to me, what's happening right now, right? This is since June. So either you trade the range low to high, or you wait for a breakdown to sell, or a break above to buy. Basically went from, look at that candle. My gourd. That should have been a signal. Look at that shooting star. Holy manjoli. Now, listen, it's not really a shooting star because it's not at the top, but I mean, come on. That's a lot of selling. So listen, I mean, you either, if you're buying, you're trying to get it here for a move to here. If it flips that, you want it here to here. If it flips that, you want it here to go up. That's your approaches right there. And if it drops even lower, you have support way down here and you have support here. So resistance here, probably in this area right here. Cool. Uni. Oh, XRP, the way you want to close every live stream. I am tired. I'm going to be honest. He's told me to get some sleep. Maybe that was about my attitude and not my face. It's possible. People always tell me I need to get sleep because I have bags under my eyes, and, well, I just have bags under my eyes. I had them since I was born. So this is now how I would look at this. Yeah. This is the old range, which is right below. I'm not even use that anymore. Just look at it like this. Now I have a new range here on the daily from here to here. You just swept the lows. This looks better than a lot of those other ones because it swept the lows and held them and closed way above, right? So this, I mean, wick down, Another potential hammer. So what you're looking for from here is you want to buy there, right? You bid the lows. Otherwise, you're looking for that and then hopefully up. If it breaks down, you have this here, but you're really looking at kind of this area. I don't know, guys. It's a tough day to look at charts because the whole market broke yesterday. It broke. So Bitcoin's doing some things. It's doing things. It's doing some stuff. I still love that. On ETH too. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. That's all the charts. That is all the charts. So now I'm going to say what's up to you guys. In 1912, the price of bread was a fixed amount of flour, yeast, and butter. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. You have the face for radio, and your expressions are priceless sometimes. Charting is okay. Wow, you guys are really passive-aggressive today. I don't know who pissed in your coffee, but yeah. My face is for radio. My voice is for radio. My face is for my face. And my charting is great. So suck it. I already charted ETH. Yeah. Just reading your comments over here. Coin SEC. What? Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's a 4% yield product they're trying to offer. Like, you can't tell me they can't reliably gain 4%. Banks could give you 15% yield if they chose to. They make 18% a year on securities lending. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Luke also has bags under the eyes. It's just how my face looks. Yeah. Oh, did you know inflation did not exist until the year 1913, the gold standard? Yeah. Why can't the SEC go away and let the lazy, ignorant, naive learn the hard way? But the thing is, like, okay, so the SEC is, it's their job. Their job is to protect the little guy, in theory. But I wrote about this today in my newsletter. Like, all they do is protect you from the ability to make money, right? If you guys know about accreditation laws in the United States, if you know about that, it just prevents people from investing in things they want to because they're not rich. Rich people are apparently smart enough to invest in whatever they want because they have $1 million or they make a certain income. And poor people are not allowed because you're being protected. But all you're being protected from is the same opportunities that wealthy people have. How does that make any sense? So the SEC is not protecting you. They're preventing you. They may believe that it's protection, but it's prevention. It's prevention. And it's I said this on Fox yesterday about regulation, like when you tell someone your job is to regulate, they are just going to regulate everything in sight because they have this mandate as a regulator. You call them a regulator, they're just going to regulate everything. And unfortunately, that ends up being a bad thing for the little guy. Yeah. Why are the SEC using litigation? Don't they make the rules? Exactly. I mean, I don't understand it either. Why would they be suing? Sue, you just tell them they can't do it. I agree with you. Did you know the 61.8 fib is a number found in galaxy and shell shapes in nature and is often found in architecture? It's also an imaginary line that if flipped in price, you go long. Yes, Randall, I was aware that unicorns and fairy dust and shells and leaves and snowflakes have Fibonacci levels. But yeah, the reason they work in trading is not because of nature. It's because people put orders there. Sunrise was absolutely beautiful. Guys, I'm done here. Again, check out the live stream, my AMA tomorrow with Scott Stewart from Kava. It is going to be amazing. I am glad to be back. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We're going to give it a few more days to see how the market shakes out, right? In my opinion, you don't jump into a bunch of trades the minute that the market dips. You wait for it to sort itself out and you figure it out from there. Guys, thank you again. Tune in tomorrow. See you then. Oh, and I'll also be back at 9:30 tomorrow morning for my normal daily live streams. So check that out too. Peace. Bye.
That's dope.